This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer, featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, and Odyssey Station. And that's right, man. Since we're all part of Odyssey, you can get the Odyssey app. You can listen to us anywhere you got a phone, a tablet, whatever. And you can also get all the music, the news, sports, and podcasts that move you. That's what Odyssey is all about. AUDACY, Odyssey.
Let's play Beat Mix. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Mix, but it's Thursday, so let's get cracking. Yeah, release that Kraken with the big sploosh. No? All right, fine.
We just did. You want us to do it again?
Well,
okay. What more do you want from us?
More splooshin'! Wait, no, that sounds weird. Let's get to our contestant. We got Kristen and Everett. Kristen, are you there?
I am.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, sploosh. Kristen will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Kristen, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am.
Green bean casserole is a food dish invented in 1955 by what company?
Campbell.
Yes. Sir Richard Starkey is better known as which legendary English musician?
John Lennon.
No.
No. David Bowie.
No.
Skip.
Selena Dion was born in what country?
Mexico.
No.
Colombia.
No.
Dang it. Skip.
Which New England state does not border the Atlantic Ocean?
Does not border the Atlantic Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So, Washington.
No. Which New England state?
Oh, New England state. Sorry. Skip.
The television broadcast company CBS was founded in what decade?
60s.
No.
70s.
No.
40s.
No. Which book started with the line "Call me Ishmael"?
Moby Dick.
Yes. And Kristen, dropping a deuce.
Yeah, but she got Moby Dick right, though.
She did, yeah.
At least you got that one. I was going to say Selena was United States, right?
Oh, no, it wasn't Selena. No? It was Celine Dion.
I heard you say Selena, too.
What?
Yeah.
But I said the last name.
Is that a gimme?
No. Unfortunately not.
She got a try.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be with Danny on this because.
Of course, you're gonna be with Danny on this.
Well, it could be confusing. No, I don't know what that person's last name really is. So,
if I'm not familiar.
Well, if I'm not familiar with the other person,
get out of here.
Really? Danny and I both agree.
You're agreeing just to be a douche.
No, her guesses were more typical for what she thought.
It's not my fault that somebody. It's not my fault somebody mishears the question. Well, Danny never pays attention anyway. Yes.
Dad did not missay anything.
All right, we're gonna have to. How much you want to bet? Now you should
I
bet
don't
this.
bet.
And I'm going with Danny.
You should ask it
Bet.
the wrong way, so that way
I
Steve
didn't
gets
ask
the
it the
right.
He
wrong
didn't,
way.
he didn't ask it the wrong way. I heard the.
Oh my
the
God.
thingy, the
Yeah, we all three of us have heard that you asked it the wrong way. Why is that a problem for you?
Awesome. Y'all are stupid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Four people are stupid
I'm
because
with
you made a
Rev. I'm
mistake.
with Rev. You guys are all wrong.
Yeah.
I don't even know what we're talking
Okay.
about.
Well, now you should ask Steve the same question the same way.
I'm going to ask it the same way, yes. The same way I said it correctly, you person.
You person.
Okay.
I wish we could get the tape right away.
Oh, we're going to get the tape.
Whatever was said, have it ready.
Yeah.
Stupid. Are you ready, Steve?
I don't know. I feel like this is a very hostile environment, but yes, of course.
It's going to get more hostile.
Of course, it's my yes. But I wanted to do a shout out because we got a text from someone that said, "Hey, Migs, can you dedicate your dominating win to the greatest athletes in the Pacific Northwest? It's National Mascots Day. Go Blitz. Go Mariner Moose. Go Sammy, Doppler, and me, the champ, Rocky." Ha! All right,
Nice.
Rocky. The Seattle Seawolves. And also give a quick shout out to Grady, even though he's the Philadelphia Flyers mascot. I hope that we grab him in the expansion draft.
Give it out a shout.
I want him to
I know you really want
I'm
Gritty
willing
bad,
to kidnap him.
Whoa,
Yeah.
kidnap Gritty?
I'm willing to commit a crime
Yeah.
to get Gritty as our mascot.
Sounds like a movie.
I want to see what we come up with. That's all I want to say. I feel like Gritty is let Philadelphia have him.
The Devils mascot, the New Jersey Devil mascot, he posted a picture of all the mascots like on an escalator. I think it was at the Prudential Center in New Jersey. And Gritty's at the top. And Gritty just stands out, man. He just looks like a D-bag in the most likable way possible. He's just like, "What's up? I'm Gritty."
That's fantastic.
I love him.
Now are you ready?
Doing this for Rocky.
Green bean casserole is a food dish invented in 1955 by what company?
Mr. Crocker.
No.
Pass.
Sir Richard Starkey is better known as which legendary English musician?
Oh, that's Ringo Starr.
Yes. Celine Dion was born in what country?
Canada.
Yes. Which New England state does not border the Atlantic Ocean?
Massachusetts.
No.
It's New England state. Maine.
No.
Rhode Island.
No. The television broadcast company CBS was founded in what decade?
The 40s.
No.
50s.
No.
60s.
No.
Damn it.
What book starts with the line, "Call me Ishmael"?
Moby Dick.
Yes. In which city was John Lennon killed?
That would be Manhattan, New York City.
New York City, yes. What is the square root of 121?
11.
Yes. Halifax is the capital of which Canadian province?
Edmonton.
No.
Halifax. Nova Scotia.
Yes. Who had the 70s song Cheeseburger in Paradise?
Jimmy Buffett.
Yes. And Steve, you win 7-2.
Oh, why was I trying so hard?
Yeah.
Because they pumped it up too much there.
He got the easy questions.
Well, you didn't get to the easy questions.
At least I could drop a deuce on the radio.
How many questions did you get to?
She got to Moby Dick.
Oh.
Yeah, she
I mean, she
finished
got a
on
lot
that
of
one.
questions. She skipped a lot of them, but she just couldn't get any of them.
Gotcha.
And I misheard Selena.
She misheard. She thought I said Selena.
We all thought he said
Danny doesn't pay attention, and BJ's just going along.
Vicky also
did
said
you?
it as well.
No, I said I heard Celine Dion.
Oh, so Vicky's on Rev's side.
Yes.
Yeah. Because all I thought was like, what? No,
Well-
she's definitely Canadian.
Joe monitors the audio. Joe, did you say Celine or Selena?
He doesn't know.
He wasn't listening.
I believe he said Selena. He said Selena Dion, which of course I understood.
Yes, because of course I'm going to say that.
Well, I mean, it was an accident. We know you didn't intentionally do it. But see, if you don't know who Celine Dion is and you hear Selena Dion, you might go, well, I never knew what Selena's last name was, but I'll guess. And she guessed a lot of South American countries. What are people saying?
I'm looking at the text. I heard Selena Dion. Who the F is Selena Dion? I heard him say Selena, not Celine.
All these people are dumb, and they're just going on BJ, just trying to dogpile on me because...
Someone said Rev did not say it wrong. I heard him loud and clear.
Thank
Next
you.
person said 100% said Selena.
No, I don't believe that person.
Rev said Celine, plain
Thank
as
you.
day.
Yes, exactly. That's correct.
Of course, Grady looks like a douchebag. He's from Philadelphia.
I texted that in. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, man. So we definitely... the next, I think, updates hourly. So in the next couple of minutes, Joe, you can grab the audio.
Yeah.
We'll have it for listeners on the loose. We'll get to the bottom of this at 9:17, BJ.
Great.
I can't wait. Just because Rev will be pissed. And he's pissed already, so we've already won.
Are we willing to put money on this? Or
No, he doesn't bet. He's a baby.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's not going to put money on it.
Why not?
Say, well,
He's very confident.
How about
stupid.
Vicky? Vicky's the one that likes, Vicky's the contrarian. So do you want to bet money that he didn't say Selena?
Or coffee?
Coffee. I'll bet coffee.
Ooh. Nice.
Okay. Coffee for everybody? Vicky's going to get coffee for everybody?
Yeah.
All right. And what if Vicky loses, then nobody gets coffee? How's that?
Well, that's fun.
Well, that's no fun. I think you or Danny need to pony up for coffee.
Right?
Yeah, I know that's what you're thinking of, but it ain't happening.
I'll pony up.
Okay.
All right.
Me versus Vicky.
So in the case between Vicky versus Danny.
Yeah.
I like this.
On whether or not the ref said Selena or Celine. Tune in at 9:17 to find out.
Yeah. Now, I was wondering why she was guessing all those countries, and it may, and so that makes sense. Of course, it's Selena because he said it. So there you go.
Someone said I heard Laurel.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's always Yanni.
What country is Yanni from? Yeah.
Oh, that's Selena. He said it right there.
Yeah, he said just Selena. Mm-hmm. Well, while we're waiting on that, we're also going to wait on you because it is your time. Yes, you pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Listeners on the loose. Your calls, your texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino. It's Listeners on the Loose where you pick the topic, you guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. Remember, though, when you get through, follow Steve's rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Chris in Bellevue, you are on The Rock.
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen?
Hey.
Welcome to the show,
ladies.
Chris. What you got?
So, the other day you were talking about the Russell Crowe movie.
Oh,
and,
the road rage one.
Unhinged, yes.
Yeah, and I thought of a second road rage incident that I was in, but I'll tell you the one I told Rev.
Oh, wow. You've been in a couple of road rage incidences. Were you the instigator or someone was mad at you?
The second one, I was kind of the instigator.
Uh-oh. That means you definitely were the instigator.
Yeah.
Usually we try and sugarcoat things.
Yeah, come on. All right. Tell us the one where you were kind of the instigator.
I was driving in Monroe going to Sultan, and, there's only two lanes, one going one way, one going the other. And I was trying to pass this car, but there kept being cars coming by. And then when I finally got the opportunity to drive past the guy, he gave me the finger. But if you've ever been to Sultan, you know there's only one stoplight in the whole town.
I didn't know that.
So then I hit the red light, and the dude is behind me, and he's just yelling at me to pull over. And unfortunately, that was right at the spot where I actually had to go because I was working. And so I get out. He gets out of the car. I have a bat in my car for instances like this. And he says,
wow.
So I'm just holding on to it just in case anything goes really crazy. And he goes, I own the laundromat right here. I could go in there, get my gun, and shoot you right now if I wanted to.
Oh, that's nice.
And all this started because of why? Again?
Because I was trying to pass him.
Really, Chris? That was it. There was no antagonism. You weren't you weren't tailgating him.
I was tailgating him at first, but that's
there
just
we
because
go.
I was trying to pass him.
There we go.
I mean, I'm just saying, like both sides. Like you're coming out with a bat. He's threatening with a gun, all because a 2-second situation between the both of you. Like, just in my opinion, on both ends. Like, let's just keep going. Like, who cares? Like, do you want to drive past me? Go drive past me. If you know what I mean. It's sad that like people lose their minds in their cars. They get so full of rage, and then it escalates to them getting out of their cars, and something awful happens.
Yeah, Chris, I would say this to you. Steve makes a good point. The average normal person would just chill. You wouldn't have tailgated the guy. You would have been like, well, I'm going as fast as I can go. What am I going to do? The guy's in front of me. It's a 1-lane road. So... and when you said you kind of instigated it, and also you have a bat in your car in case you run into situations, I'm going to tell you this, Chris. I don't have a bat in my car because I just don't expect to get in those situations. Look, if somebody does something harmful to me, yeah, I'm in trouble, but I also feel like I can be reasonable. So since you listen to the show, and since I'm kind of like, it's Father's Day and we're getting close, I'll be everybody's dad here. I would just think, take a good hard look at a person who's tailgating somebody and has a bat in his car in case things go south. You're kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy is all I'm saying. As your dad, I go, lose the bat and stop tailgating people, and maybe this won't happen.
For the longest time when I first moved out here, I had a baton in my car at all times. And it was because my brother gave it to me, so it kind of became like a good luck charm from car to car. But then I finally got to a point where people get in my car and they're like, why do you have this weapon in your car? And I'm like, yeah, it is a weird look. It's kind of a good luck charm. I don't ever plan on I never had to have used it. I never plan on using it, but it was just there because my brother thought it was important to have one in his car, and he gave one to me. And I was just like, I'm going to take that on. I've since used it as a window stopper in our house. So I still kept the good luck charm.
Yeah,
it's just now useful. In the house.
Yeah, look, if people want to defend themselves and they want to have stuff, sure. I get it. I understand, especially if you've been the victim of a violent crime. But I also know that the majority of people in this country are not the victim of violent crimes. They have no need to defend themselves because they'll never be attacked. I mean, that is a fact. So I prefer to believe I'm going to be part of that overwhelming majority that will never be attacked. So I don't need to carry a weapon in my car of any kind. Doesn't mean you can't, but I just feel like, my brain is happier knowing that I remember that the majority of us don't ever get attacked. It's kind of a safe time to be living in the United States of America, safest in the history of our country. So,
dude, the road rage thing is just like, I think it's so interesting to me just how people lose their freaking minds. Like, you watch people, I see it so often where I'm just like going somewhere and you see somebody in their car like freaking out about another person in a car, and I've been guilty of it. I think we all have at some point. You get so mad, but you're in your own little bubble, so you think you can just like do anything and everything. But it's sad when like people leave their car to actually fight over a dumb, you made me wait at a stop sign longer than I wanted to wait at, or you drove past me, or you're tailgating me. It's like, what? It's not worth.
But tailgating sucks. I mean, I look at it like, you get panicky when you're like, why is this person on my ass? What do they want me to do? There's no turnouts, whatever, because I'm the guy that turns out like a Mo. I mean, I tell my wife, hi, I'm Mo. I'm turning out. I'm turning out like a Mo to the foe. If there are turnouts on a road, you bet your ass I'm going to, because I want to go as fast as I want to go on a single lane, windy road. And some people, they like to go as fast as they can. Okay. Well, that's what turnouts were made for. I can let you go as fast as you can. But if there are no turnouts, you're kind of like, well, dude, I don't want to go faster. I don't feel like I can handle this road going this fast.
So I just keep driving while I'm driving. I'm like, get around me however you feel like it, but I'm not doing it. I can't get over because it's like, one of those one lane kind of things. And like,
and so the tailgating doesn't, it doesn't make you nervous. It doesn't mean I want to road rage on somebody, but I feel like tailgating is a bitch move. It's like, what do you want me to do? If I'm a jerk and I can move over and turn out and I don't, then yeah, you know what? I deserve it. But it's the people that just, you got nowhere else to go. Stop tailgating me.
Stop driving so slow, BJ.
Yeah, well,
Problem
you know what?
Solved.
This is how somebody all of a sudden then turns around and says, I own that laundromat over there. You get those kind of people in your life.
I didn't know they was goofy or something.
Mine's Bozo the Clown.
Yeah. I own the laundromat.
I'm Krusty.
I'll show you.
I just says, if you have a baseball bat in your car, you better have a ball and a glove in there too. Your lawyer will thank you later.
Yeah.
We have more important things to talk about, BJ. And we can go round and round in circles about this, but we need to get to the bottom of something.
All right. Oh,
we have a big bet. A lot of Texans want to know what is happening.
Coffee's on the line, baby.
Coffee's on the line. The bet is between Vicky and Danny, even though neither one of them have anything to do with what happened.
That's what you like about America. People who are not involved get involved.
So during Beat Migs, a question was asked about Celine Dion. And rumor has it, when Rev asked the question to the listener, he did not say Celine. He said Selena Dion.
Yeah, so she guessed a lot of countries that were further south than Canada, which made us believe she heard him make the mistake and thought he was talking about a different singer.
Right. Rev said everyone that thinks that he said Selena is stupid.
Yep.
And Danny's on the side of being stupid. And instead Rev said Selena.
Yes. I'm on the side of Vicky being wrong and losing Coffee. I'm really on that side.
Right. So Vicky,
because she's such a smarty pants, I just want to see her lose.
Vicky's got Rev's back and believes that he said Celine. Yes. I did not hear it, so I have no idea which way, but I'm going to lean towards, I'm going to I'm going to go Selena based on all the texts.
Yes.
I'm joining Team Stupid.
Yeah.
And I want to say this. There are a lot of texts that are saying the other side as well, you know.
Oh, really?
You're right. There are a lot of texts, but I would say there's about 80% to 20%. But an ton of texts have come in come in about this.
I love that you said you're joining Team Stupid, like you didn't found the team with us.
All right. I not only joining it, but I'm also a member and CEO.
There you go.
And I want to tell you, it's bringing me back to my Harry Potter days, because I think with Danny, I'm on Team Ron, and Steve, you're on Team Hermione over there with Vicky. So I'm Harry over here going, well, I'm not sure which to pick, the smarty pants or the moron. I think I'm
not on Vicky's side.
I'm going with Team Ron.
You clearly are not listening to me. This is very hurtful. I made it very clear I'm Team Stupid.
You're on Team Ron. Woo! Good job, buddy. All right, so it's Rev and Vicky alone.
Yes.
I love this.
Joe grabbed the audio, I believe, and we have it. Are we ready to listen?
You ready for it? Let's
here we go.
Selena Dion was born in what country?
Selena!
That audio is doctored.
No, it's not. Play it again.
Clearly doctored. Selena Dion was born in what country?
Stupid wins once again.
I don't have to buy coffee, but I get
coffee. Vicky lost. I love this.
Sugar-free vanilla and splash of soy milk.
Get it out there, Vicky.
You're getting whole milk and you're going to like it.
Well, you're the one who sits next to me, so you're going to get it.
Like I don't already.
I'll tell you right now, I have a theory, Steve. I know Vicky heard Selena, but she's such a contrarian that I think that she just made herself believe it was Celine.
I heard Dion. It's kind of like the whole Yanny. Like I heard Dion. I'm like, oh, Celine Dion.
So it sounds like Rev was saying Celine and then maybe threw an in there.
Yeah. I started with an and then kind of again.
Selena
Yeah. And it makes sense because the only reason that I noticed it, because I usually don't listen to Beat Migs, but the only reason I heard it was because it was a trigger, and I was like, Selena, that's not her last name, and then she started guessing Mexico and stuff, and I was like, oh, she thinks Selena.
Selena Dion was born in what country?
Yeah, and he said it very quickly. I don't think it was an I think it was Selena. He because her name is, there's an E on the end, and maybe he just thought it was Selena.
Selena Dion.
Hey, how you doing? Selena Dion.
He's doing his Italian impression. Selena Dion.
Well, either way, coffee is coming our way.
I need to bet more often.
Yes. And order what you want, because I'm going to purposely get it wrong.
Yeah, well, that would be. Yeah, she's going to order the Rev style.
Rude.
Sorry about that.
Well, someone says Selena's last name Dion, though. We don't know.
No, it's Quintanilla.
Oh, well, it's clearly not Dion.
Somebody really thought Selena's last name was Dion.
That would have been amazing.
That really would have been amazing, and I think we would have heard about it before now.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, all right. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? All right, well, we got your calls. We got your texts. We'll take those at 9:33 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the smart Whirlpool top-load washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
This text, I think they might have gotten me mistaken for you, BJ, or possibly your son, because you guys were talking about key lime pie earlier.
Love key lime pie.
And they said, this is for Steve, which I thought was funny because it has nothing to do with me, but although I do like key lime pie, so I guess I could appreciate this. I was just listening to the show and I heard about your love for key lime pie. not fishing for an on-air plug here, but my wife, I'm going to give you one. My wife has a booth at the Des Moines Farmers Market on Saturdays. Key lime pie is one of her specialties, and it's also one of her top sellers. If you want something to do this Saturday, we'd be honored for you to come down to the Des Moines Farmers Market and stop by Delectable Desserts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because
it's delectable. It's delectable.
But it's lectable.
Oh.
So, yeah, suck it, BJ.
Oh. So it's D-I-E, like you die for this?
No, D-I, and then space dash lectable.
I suppose, yeah.
Delectable?
Yeah, I guess you go either way with that, but I'm going to go.
Desserts.
Yeah, I would say delectable. Yeah.
All right, well, swing by that place, and the market's open from 9 to 2. And, try out the sweet key lime pie.
Ooh, man, that does sound like a great offer. That sounds like a great offer. I got a busy Father's Day weekend coming up, but the wife's in town, so
whoa, here we go.
Boom, I mean, yeah. Okay, well, I was thinking of key lime pie, but okay.
Different kind of pie.
Okay. Wow. The two of you are really like, okay.
Well, it'd be weird if you went to the farmer's market in Des Moines and went up to this Delectable Desserts and said, hey, your husband said I could have your pie.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
No.
Well, they weren't offering cherry pie, so I think we're in good shape, I think.
And it's her top seller, so that's like the most popular one that she's got.
That's very cool to hear. I've gotten 2 good key lime pie references today.
Man, I don't know, because we like going to farmers markets. I love going to those fun things.
Oh, yeah.
It's always fun, because they got all the random food. There's always like some homemade barbecue sauce that's just awesome. And then flowers for the wife's ski. It's definitely at a decent, way better price than sometimes going to stores.
Okay, let's just say you're getting flowers for the wife. Don't let price be part of it.
Well, you know what? She knows.
I know, but maybe she doesn't want to know like in the moment. Maybe she just wants to know, oh, you saw beautiful flowers and you were thinking of me, rather than this is a great deal, sweetheart.
Well, she even asked me when on Mother's Day, because I mean, like, look, we share our same account, so it's not like I'm hiding anything financially, but she was just like, well, how much did I bring? Because I went and got flowers for her and her mom and her grandma. And I come back and she's like, well, what? She knew where I went. And it's typically like, it's like one of those random like stands on Meridian that like $25 for a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, they were $40-some each. She's like, $40-some for that?
Wait.
It's Mother's Day. They jack up the prices.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, hold on. Now, she was asking about her flowers or, well, I guess she kind of finds out about her flowers when you tell her about the other flowers.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Because I think it's bad taste to ask how much anything costs if it's a gift to you. You know what I mean?
Not when you're married, I don't think. We have access to each other's account. If I really want to find out, I could just open up my app.
Oh, you know what? This is where you and I are different men. If my wife ever said to me, "Did you pay too much for those flowers?" I go, "You know what? Next year I'm going to get a great deal. It's going to be $0 because you're getting nothing."
Well, she didn't yell at me about it. She was just curious. Yeah, no. It was more like yelling at the clouds. Like, I can't believe they charge that much on Mother's Day.
I was raised, you don't ask prices when you were, you know what, you take the gift and you smile and you say thank you. That's how I was raised.
Well, she took the flowers and threw them at me. You make poor decision choices.
Well, listen, that's a whole other story because I would do that as well if I were her. But you know what, listen.
Decision choices.
Yeah. I know. Financial. I meant financial.
I got you.
You make poor decision choices.
When I buy my Pringles first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's important. I'm going to throw those Pringles at you because they're poor decision choices. Nice job.
Decision choices.
At least you're a master. Thursday. You know, you're a master speaker. I think that's what's important, though.
Unlike Batman, I am a master linguist.
Yeah, nice.
That's a good point. Yeah. So many. By the way, that revelation that DC Comics would not let Batman. Well, let's just say, please Catwoman in a certain way on the Harley Quinn cartoon. So many great memes have popped up out of that. So many. DC, I have to tell you, I don't know how I feel if I'm DC or really Warner Brothers, the parent company, because man, does poor Batman look bad.
Is it a bad look for Batman? Is it going to hurt his sales like that?
Oh, I think, in this age
I'm done buying Batman comic books because he's not a pleaser.
I feel like it makes Batman look bad. So I would have thought Batman would have been that kind of guy. That's what really surprises me.
Did you see the meme where it shows you all the different Batmans and whether or not they would or wouldn't?
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
For Adam West, absolutely not. Keaton is a no. Val Kilmer, though, is a yes.
Oh, really?
George Clooney says he does, but he doesn't.
Oh, nice.
Christian Bale doesn't, but expects it for himself.
Oh, wow.
Ben Affleck, like it's his job.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at Ben getting the props.
I think J-Lo hangs out never so much.
True.
And then the new one, Robert Pattinson says yes, but he doesn't want to.
Oh, all right.
He's going to be emo about it.
Yeah, right.
Fine, I'll do it.
Yeah. I'll be all glittery. Fine. Whatever.
Oh, he's Sparkle Batman. You're right.
Yeah, he is Sparkle Batman.
Sparkle Batman.
Honestly, I want to see somebody just make a, it's something that sparkles somewhere in that movie, just as a callback.
I saw one of my friends had a funny line about the Batman thing. Like, guys, he's got that giant, break in his mask right around his mouth. It's clear that he does do that because of how the mask is.
That's a good point.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, so anybody then Spider-Man doesn't because he didn't have the break in his mask. Okay, so I guess we can judge superheroes based on that, just their costumes.
Their mask.
Yeah. Captain America must. Okay, so Captain America and Batman both do.
All right, we have a question from a texter, Mrs. Jones, our favorite teacher.
Mrs. Jones.
She's like, hey, my husband and I have a debate about this all the time. Are you a fill up when the gas tank is at half, or do you see how far you can go towards the E before you fill up? Rock on, guys. Happy last day of school for us teachers, from Mrs. Jones.
Hey, Mrs. Jones. I think you guys know me. I don't think there's any guess at all for me.
I feel like you're a fill up when it hits half, or even earlier than that.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right, sir. You are a winner.
See, I'm a forward thinker when it comes to my gas because I don't feel like getting it early in the morning. Right. So I have to think if I'm going back into the city during the day for a reason, like wrestling training or something like that. I'm like, okay, how many times can I make it? I know exactly how many times I can go back and forth before I need to fill up the tank. So I'd say I'm closer to a half a tank, or maybe a quarter of a tank is more than a quarter tank is left. I definitely don't like to go. I get nervous when the E comes on. I just think my car's just going to fall apart right when the E starts. I'm like, oh my god, it's just going to disintegrate.
Like Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
dun, 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 dun.
Like Thanos just touched my car or something like that when the E comes on.
Nice.
See, for me, now that gas prices are kind of high again, it's a mental thing. So I try to do it at half or quarter to a half a tank because I'm like, if I pay less, it makes me feel better about myself.
I'm right there with you, man. I like doing it that way because I'm like, I only spent $25 on gas to fill the tank. Granted, I've only driven it for a day.
Right. It's completely mental. I know I'm still paying, $3.99 a gallon or whatever, but it's for some reason of just being like, oh, I only had to spend $20 today. That's great.
Yeah, when it gets past that E, I get so this is going to suck to look at the price that it's going to be to fill up the whole tank.
It really does. It's like one of the suckiest things of the human condition because last year none of us were driving and gas was $1 cheaper a gallon. I just, it's like thing I thought of life. What would I change in life? I would change the whole supply and demand the concept. Whereas the more we need something, the cheaper it is. Wouldn't that be great? It's like nobody needed gas, and it's like, all right, well, it seems like it's fair. It should be more expensive when we weren't using it because they were like, all right, well, you know what? I mean, I'm not going to use it, so I save. And then I know life isn't like that, but that's the one fantasy that I have is that supply and demand would be
going to make you a CEO anytime soon.
Oh, I agree. There's nobody going to make me a CEO, but man. I mean, because that's all I was thinking of last year was like, gosh, I wish I could go driving. Gas is so cheap, but there's nowhere to go. Everything's closed.
So it's that way as long as possible so I can get the most bang for my Safeway perks.
Oh, hey, good call.
Yeah. Another person said, did you know that if you keep your gas tank at half full or more, you get better gas mileage? I never know if these things are true or not.
I didn't know that either.
And is it enough to make it worth?
Probably
you know what I mean? Or is it just so minimal, but it's still more?
See, it's going to confuse me too, Steve, because you're not supposed to do that with all the batteries in your phone and stuff. Because you're supposed to let that go all the way down to 20%, then charge it. Otherwise, you ruin the battery or its life is less.
Is it still that way, or have we gone past that?
Depends on your charger.
Okay.
Oh, really? I don't. You know what, Danny? Maybe I have to get a new iPhone this fall, so you might be right. Maybe when I get the new brand new one, I won't have to worry about it.
They said what I've heard from the Apple Store, which granted, who knows, but they say that if you have a wireless charger, you can put it on whenever. You don't.
Oh, really? It's the wireless.
But if you do the plugged into a wall, it doesn't know how to regulate. So.
Oh. Now I gotta get a wireless charger.
I don't know if that's true. That's just
my wireless charger charges my phone way quicker than the wired one. It's it's insane.
Really?
I'm afraid I'm gonna have some radioactive stuff going into my body.
Nice. Maybe you become a superhero.
I feel like one right now.
Ooh, Stevie man.
Yes. I don't know what Steve does, but he just does what Steve does.
Yeah.
You know what? Even before you were a superhero, that's what I would always say.
Steve Man talks in the third person.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Doesn't know what Steve does.
But he proclaims he's doing what he does, but he doesn't know what he's doing. He's Steve Man.
He's Steve Man. Randomly manifesting snacks wherever he goes.
Yeah, right?
Wouldn't that be nice, right, boys?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you can pretty much get that done. You know, you have a couple of steps extra, but you're still getting those snacks. Allegedly. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose.
We got another text message talking about what things we've been obsessed about since we were kids. And this texter said, I've been obsessed with watermelon since I was a kid. I have a watermelon tattoo behind my ear, a watermelon bread basket on my kitchen counter. I have watermelon-themed swimsuit. I have a watermelon bag tag for my luggage, watermelon loofah, a watermelon knife for cutting watermelon, a watermelon coffee cup.
Wow.
I subliminally decorated a Kraft Easter egg watermelon theme, and I also have a watermelon in the fridge right now. I'm with you, man. Watermelon's awesome. I'm not as obsessed as you, but I definitely love watermelon.
You should write a song about it and then have her call in and sing it like the Beach Ball.
Oh, I have watermelon.
Yeah.
Watermelon tattoos, watermelon.
That is a lot. The watermelon tattoo is like, wow, she really, I'm assuming it's a she. I don't know why, but I feel like this is a she.
I got that vibe from the swimsuit and the loofah, but I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
I use a loofah, but I still assume the female.
Yeah.
And I kind of want a watermelon loofah.
Do you really?
Day. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if it just looks like it or if it smells like it too.
Ooh.
Dude, we were at Trader Joe's and they had some like little spray thing and it was like a watermelon spritzer that spray your face with.
Yeah.
And I was like, if this was free, I'd take it, but I'm not going to pay money just to spray watermelon water on my face.
Wait, that's its only job is to spray your face?
Yeah. It's like
why?
Oh my gosh.
Vicky has it.
Look.
Vicky has watermelon spritzer?
This is the exact one.
In her bag.
You bought this at Trader Joe's?
Yes, I did.
The other day?
Yes, I did.
Same day that I was...
At Trader Joe's.
Vicky, why?
Because
it looks cool.
Sometimes your face, especially in the morning, your
it
face
smells like watermelon. This
all
is amazing.
crusty, and when it's dry out, your face kind of feels tight, and that refreshes your face.
And Vicky and
Steve, it's a moisture. So it's a. Is it a moist? Oh, okay, all right. So it's a cosmetic.
It refreshes and hydrates your face.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
especially if you're in dry areas, it feels really nice.
It says what?
Yeah. Spray it, Steve.
Can I?
Put it on your face.
Spray it. You're okay with me using
Spray
a
it
spritz?
on your face.
Oh, I'm so excited, BJ.
Wow.
Jeez.
Okay.
He's so happy.
Oh, it smells so good. It smells like watermelon.
Careful. Can it go in your eyes, or are you supposed to close your eyes?
Close your eyes.
All right. Should I take my headphones off? Could I get electrocuted?
No, you'll be fine.
All right.
Well, we'll try to move on without you.
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay. He's really... How many sprays is he going to do?
Sprayed in the face.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, you might as well get a garden hose over here for him. Yeah? Is that your life, Steve? New life?
I feel very refreshed.
Yeah, you do.
Can we also just talk about how you and Vicky are the same person?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
It's so weird. They were both looking at the pickle popcorn. Vicky brought it in, and now we have the watermelon spritzer.
Here's the difference. I look at these things and mention them to people. Vicky buys them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot going on in my life, and retail therapy is my main source of therapy.
What did that set you back?
Like $5.
Yeah. And Vicky, I think, shops alone, and you usually go with somebody, right, Steve?
Yeah, my wife was with me.
See, that's the thing. I think
she rolls her eyes at the purchases I want to make.
See, if somebody was with Vicky, there may be a chance she wouldn't buy everything she sees.
That is exactly true. And I went to Trader Joe's really hungry, and I walked away with so many snacks. Actually, I have a bunch in my bag if you want some.
Hey, Vicky, will you spray me in the face during the break?
Always.
Thanks.
Spray him now. You should try it.
Okay, I'm going to try it now.
It's pretty amazing.
Are we still talking about the watermelon?
Vicky, come spray me in the face.
I feel like this doesn't sound right.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
All right. No,
wow.
Geez. I think I need to go
really
to HR. I'm sure I saw a video. I think I have to report somebody.
How did it feel?
Oh, it felt refreshing. Man, I feel like a new man.
It's good stuff, right?
A watermelon man.
Watermelon man.
Watermelon man. Okay. Well, speaking of snacks, we got a big question that has to be answered. What do Ryan Castle and Skittles have in common? I'll tell you at 9:51 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and Skittles have in common?
Milking a giraffe.
You seen that commercial where the giraffe's eating the rainbow and then they're milking the giraffe?
Oh, I have not seen that commercial.
Skittles come from.
Oh, wow.
That's where Skittles come from.
Milking the giraffe really sounds very Urban Dictionary-ish. Are you sure it's a commercial?
Yep. I totally agree.
Yeah. Vicky says she's milked a giraffe, so I guess it's
Oh, you know what? I have seen this. Yeah, it's such a disturbing commercial. You're absolutely right.
It really is. It really is. It's just amazing.
The only thing wrong with this commercial is I really feel like it should be Marshawn Lynch milking the giraffe.
Very true. And one texter even said Marshawn likes to get a mouthful of both.
Pretty much just there you go.
Well,
I'm chewing on something like that.
Yeah, I'm not as a fan as Marshawn is, but he's going to be happy along with all you Skittles fans because Skittles candy canes will be hitting the shelves this holiday season.
I'm in for this one.
Yeah, they're going to have all 5 Skittles flavors. Instead of red and white stripes, they got red, orange, yellow, green, and purple stripes. And that will be right around holiday time. Wow.
But can you put them in a hot toddy?
Oh, I don't know. How would that? No.
Why not?
Hot toddy could be in the Urban Dictionary, too, by the way.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Milking the giraffe with a hot toddy. You know what? Do you need a better intro for Ryan Castle? I don't think so. He's up next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
I would always get just like the regular Pringles because I was boring.
You say Pringles funny.
I know you say
Pringles.
Pringles.
Wow.
An A?
Pringles.
Yeah. Do you guys ever take the Pringle and as a whole one and try and set it entirely in your mouth so that it works to the contour of your tongue?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm not the only one.
No, I usually just do the duck thing.
Oh, hell yeah, duck face.
Do the duck lips. Oh, I'm the weird one.
Yes.
I'm
Pringles.
sorry. I'm so basic, I just eat them.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I know. You're absolutely right.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Well, bankruptcy costs, of course, vary depending on what type of case you're filing. There's a certain amount of court costs and other out-of-pocket costs that you're going to have in any case. The filing fees in a bankruptcy case are about $300, whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. One of the things to watch out for when you're shopping for bankruptcy attorneys or looking at the different cost options is that a lot of times, especially the really cheap places, don't tell you up front about all the court costs and whatnot that you're going to have to pay in addition to the attorney fees. So make sure that you get the full picture when you're comparing prices of bankruptcy lawyers on what the attorney fees are, how much your court costs are going to be, so that you can really make a true comparison.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.